Is Drake trying to Diddy himself? Excuse me. Is Drake trying to be down with the YESDIDDY gang? Everybody running around saying no Diddy gang. Is Drake trying to clip himself? I mean, Kendrick puts out a new project. Turns the whole industry upside down right quick. And first I see a couple of, you see a couple of response. I see Drake sitting on camera with some blonde-haired kid talking about, I'm still here. You're gonna need facts to kill me, not, facts to get rid of me, excuse me, not stories or lies or something like that. I ain't gonna, when I first heard it, because I didn't really listen to it, I thought he said you're gonna need shots to get rid of me. And that would have been I think that would have been a little bit more fly, I'm ashamed to say. I think that would have been a little bit more fly to say. But I heard that and I didn't think much of it. I didn't there was no rewind value. I thought he said something he didn't say, but I'm like, that's his response. Okay, whatever. Even if that was, you know what? If that was his response, whether it's what he said or what he didn't say, if that was his entire response, I wouldn't be mad at it. It's like, yeah, you see, yeah, I don't care. That's what I'm saying. That's a win for self. Now, if you really feel that way, you know what I mean. But you respond by a lawsuit aimed at Kendrick, UMG, and Spotify. Burst the ball. Salute to Rashid Thurman, rest in peace. Burst the ball. You look crazy doing that. It's not the right look. It's not the right look. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I won't say, never mind what I won't say. I'm saying that ain't the right look for many reasons. We'll start with the fact that if you wouldn't have lost this battle, I don't think we would be seeing any of this. I'm almost sure we wouldn't be seeing any of this. You know what I mean? You was the dude when it was still vegan beef, pause, who was on your songs talking about, nah, you ain't ducking out of this one, you following up. That was you. Right? So just that alone, like, you did the biggest what? With J. Cole, and it was a dope song. They did that, and I feel like J. Cole out-rapped him on that, but that's besides the point. Rapped the flow out of him, but that's besides the point. You did that, right? It sparked what it sparked, and when it's, when Kendrick had his reaction on it, like that song, Drake seemed like the aggressor for a while after that. Like, oh, word? Like, what? Oh, you talking, Lil Kenny? Let me show you what I do to little boys who talk crazy. Pause, right? And he's like, yeah, let's go. Song, boom. Another song, boom. With the AI joint, Taylor Made jump off. You know what I'm saying? He had his neck. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Let's go. Like, drop. Like, drop, please. I dare you to drop. This was the energy that I was picking up on when it was going, when it was up. When it was up, pause. And yeah, so to be to now when it all boils down and it all goes down, to be on some lawsuit. I'm about to file a whole lawsuit. That, yeah, it looks crazy. It looks childish and and unnecessary, right? And it's not what I'm saying. Second of all, the lawsuit is all about, like, about UMG and and Spotify conspiring together. The conspiracy, the conspiracy is supposed to look like them paying for bots, you know what I'm saying, to boost up the value or the appeared value of the Not Like That song. Bruh, that's what labels do. All of them. When any rapper signs their record deal, right, and they get, let's say they get $400,000. Let's say they get $1 million deal, right, but they don't receive the whole million, right? It's $1 million and it's all part of a budget, right? You have some deals that are structured to where the rapper receives the whole million, but then that's not what. If a rapper received the whole million, then his deal was not for $1 million. His deal was probably for 2 million, 3 million. He just got $1 million to go crazy with, right? But either way, whatever the number is, right? Some of that money may go to you. You may have your $1 million deal, your $500,000 deal. You might get 100,000 as an advance, right? What do you think the rest of that money is for? That whole $1 million or a whole rest of that 400,000, whatever, that's not all to make the album. You're not about to pay all of the producers, especially if you're an up-and-coming artist. You ain't about to be, they're not, The money is going to the radio, the video, the promo, the posters, the magazines, all of this stuff now. Magazines ain't a big thing no more. Posters may not be as big a thing. But yes, they are. Go ride the subway and you will see posters all over. You understand what I'm saying? Movies still use, posters and things like that to promote. It's just hip hop where niggas be skimping all over the place. But anyway, the label is there. Like, when people talk about the difference between independent labels and major labels, you get on a major label because a major label makes you a bigger star. You could sell 1 million records on a major label. You could sell 100,000 on an independent label, and chances are the person who sold 100,000 made more money than the nigga who sold 1 million, right? That's because with the independent, your actual percentages are better. The major, they take more of your money. The reason, they justify it by the fact that they make you a global superstar. They make you a star. The independents make you a public figure and paid. It's different, right? But I say all this to say that Drake has been, not only has everybody who's ever been on the label been benefiting off of that type of work, that process, that policy, payola. Drake, you have too. You have benefited from this the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the beast, right? Now, in regards to the battle with Drake and Kendrick, because all right, I could understand his frustration if the label took a side, right? Because that's Drake's label. It's also Kendrick's parent label. You understand what I'm saying? They're both under the UMG umbrella on some level. So it's like, all right, if you the parent label and me and my if me and my brother have a fight, me and my brother don't get along, we have a fight, the parent ain't supposed to take sides. The parent ain't supposed to fund one side of the fight. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy. And if that's the case, I can understand why Drake would be pissed off, angry, furious, whatever. I understand that. But here's where we are. Here's where we get to the point where you are trying to P. Diddy yourself. My boy, if you would, first of all, he took his lawsuit to Universal first. And I believe Universal responded already. They like, get your ass up on out of here. We would never. They're like, take that problem to from what I'm hearing, they like, yo, go sue Kendrick and maybe we'll help you. If that's true, that's foul. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is we here to talk about Drake trying to Diddy himself. Because if you, Drake, think for a minute that you about to expose UMG and all of its practices because of your personal gripe and your personal loss, or for whatever reason, no matter what the because of was, right? If you think you about to expose UMG and all of their illegal big business practices, because payola is supposed to be illegal, I don't even see why. You gotta pay for posters. You gotta pay for the studio time. You gotta pay for this. You gotta pay for for the beat. You gotta pay for everything, bro. What makes radio airplay any different? What makes video play any different? It ain't your station. You paying for somebody's service, right? But we all know that's not exactly what we talking about. Well, maybe you don't know. That's how the payola system works on the surface. Like, this is what we all heard growing up. Like, I never saw the label hand the radio the money. I never saw all of that. But this is just from our understanding that this is how this has worked for a very long time. In today's age, they have these streaming farms where you pay somebody or a company, and this company has a location. They have a house, a fucking room, a studio, a storage house full of phones. And all of these phones are watching your video or streaming your record to drive the numbers up. Those aren't authentic numbers. Yes, they are real. Real devices have streamed your jump off, but those aren't real listeners. They're not authentic. You get what I'm saying, right? And in all reality, back in the days when it was like, before we were streaming and all that, the radio have this beat battle or whatever, this song versus that song, whatever. The label will have every employee, the artist involved, the artist's family, everybody keep calling up the radio to get it's the same. It's not that different. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if that's illegal or not, but I know niggas used to do that. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? But back to my point, if you think that Drake is about to expose whatever illegal practices that UMG has, then Drake, you about to be every bit as black as you wish you were, as they say. You understand what I'm saying? They about to show you how, this whole Kendrick static showed everybody, or maybe showed Drake how black he wasn't, if you will. Like, no disrespect, but you go against UMG if you want, boy. They are about to show you how black you are. Bruh, listen. I've been feeling like over the last year or so, Drake has been very tone deaf or very unable to read a room. Like, you look at the things around you that are going on, and then you make a decision that looks like you looked at a whole nother different picture. You ain't looking at none of that shit going on. You was watching a different movie. You understand what I'm saying? Puffy too. That's why I'm like, yo, you really trying to diddy yourself because bro, like, yo, bro, they is not about to. You're not about to get away with exposing the. I mean, listen, if he does, don't get it twisted. If he does, and he's successful, you know what I'm saying? This could mean, this could mean a change in the landscape for all of us. Like if, like in the Puffy jump off, like there's so many parallels I see. Anyway, in the Diddy situation, it's like if who everybody who they saying, so many people are allegedly connected or tied to Diddy's situation, right? If everybody go down, then what happens? Does the meek finally inherit the earth? I said this on an earlier blog. Is this how the meek inherit the earth? Same goes for with this universal Drake jump off. Like, it's a very big. It's only really three big labels left. Everything else falls under them. You know how much power these people wield? Oh, what's up? Pause. Pause, protesters. Get your ass out of here. Y'all know what I'm doing here. The rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, your president. I'm the king around here, Mr. Monster Man Rocco, aka the Rockness Monster. Landlord, owner, tenant, the janitor, I'm Monster Den floor. With you, if you don't follow the rules. Rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, share. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, then leave us a super thanks or a Cash App. We prefer the Cash App, but that's on you. It's your decision to make. Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. The Bandcamp link is for all of y'all who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. Yeah. On that Bandcamp link, you got all my mixtapes. The newest mixtape, I'm not going to go through the whole list of mixtapes, but y'all should go through the whole list of mixtapes because I know y'all don't got all of them. Because too many of y'all be on here talking about, yo, we want to hear some bars. Y'all ain't heard that. But the newest mixtape there is called Slang and Rock Volume 2, which means that Volume 1 is there, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. On the all digital streaming platforms level, I got a new video out right now. Me solo. It's called BCC. Not the whole crew's just me, but it's called BCC. Let's call it Big Currency Control, so we don't confuse y'all. You know what I'm saying? What else? The Crownsville album is out with me and Rusty Jukes. You know, that's my bro. And we got 3 videos out off of that. One's called Sean Lives On, one is called What You Call Strength with the actual whole BCC. And another one called Crownsville. I know that's the name of the album, but it's also the name of the song. It's called the title song, people. You understand what I'm saying? There will be a couple more videos out. I'm about to drop another. There will be a couple more videos off of Crownsville, but I'm about to drop a video for my highest stream song ever as a solo artist, and it's called Winner Circle. Y'all can go check the song out now, so y'all can front like y'all knew the song. Y'all can feel like y'all ahead of the game when the video come out, and y'all running the numbers up on that, and you playing the video in front of your girlfriend or your kid or somebody, because it's an inspirational song. This is one song of mine that you can listen to with the kids and with the parents. There ain't no cursing, no violence. It's about winning in the best possible way, right? Now that we got all of that out the way, it's up if Drake sue these niggas. Pause. Bruh, Like, and he didn't actually sue them yet. It's like, give up all the information so I can find out if I have a case or something like that. And no, nobody's doing that, bruh. I mean, if you force them to, then, I was I was talking to Smoke. She was like, nah, bro. She was like Drake can just, it's up. He could go hide in Canada. He, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't think Canada has a no extradition situation that they're like, you suing you Rico. You put a Rico case, if you ain't going to go live in a hole somewhere by yourself, then it's not a good look. You know what I mean? Like, read the room, bro. Like, even whether it's true or not, whether this fact is true or not, have you not been paying attention? Has Drake not been paying attention to the Diddy situation? Because if you've been paying any attention to it, then you would at least be aware of the theory. Because we don't know if this is true or not. What? We don't. We don't know if it's true or not if Puffy's biggest mistake was going against the liquor company. He went against them, all of these problems started. A lot of people believe that. That is a possibility. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't see that? You can't see that and say to yourself, this could be applicable to me. I personally believe it was that. I read something about Diddy having some static with Jimmy Iovine and Clive Davis. Well, rather Clive Davis and Jimmy Iovine, because Clive was first on the list of his static. This is something I read. You know what I'm saying? It's floating around the internet and in my DMs. And also that Grammy speech he made a couple of years ago. Because I promise you, I watched that with my own two eyes. I ain't need nobody, no blog, no conspiracy. I felt this in my soul. When Diddy was giving his speech and he was talking about how the Grammys, y'all be doing us wrong, man. Y'all be doing us wrong. All these years we blah 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 blah. Y'all basically curve us every. I'm paraphrasing. He's like, but we about to change that. Like, I got goosebumps when he was saying. I actually felt the spirit of good as he was saying that. Like, he meant it. I was like, okay, somebody with some real power on the other side of the game coming to put it, trying to put some twerk in for pause, trying to put in some work for the rest of us. See, twerk didn't used to mean that. The girl shaking the butt. It used to mean putting in. It was just a fancy way to say putting in work. But anyway, I digress. I felt good almost, but I also became fearful for Puffy in that exact moment. I felt it in my soul. I'm like, yo, this could be this. This might not. This ain't gonna play well. Like, this is the kind of that can get you clipped. Anyway, Drake ain't seen none of that. He didn't see that. He ain't see the Grammys. Maybe not that speech. You know what I'm saying? He didn't see the whole Clive and Jimmy story. That wasn't blown up, so I can understand. He ain't see that. But you had to see that you had to see the Diddy situation. Like, I mean, the Diageo theory in regards to Diddy. That could be a pot. Anyway. Dads need hugs too. Drake's a dad. He probably need one. If you made it to the end of this video, 4 music notes in the comments. You heard? It helps the algorithm. Rock on, rock on.